Man, in order to take revenge for his dead daughter, directly put the female killer into a box. Then he opened the valve, a black liquid flowed out. He then covered it with the floorboards, that way he could avoid being discovered. After finishing all of this, he appeared on the street as if nothing had happened. However, what he didn't expect was that it was precisely this action that caught the attention of a group of thieves. After confirming that Mike was blind, he decided to break into his house at 3 a.m. that night. First, they threw out sausages laced with sleeping drugs. This successfully made the dog guarding the door lose consciousness completely. Then they arrived at the door and tried to use a remote to disable the house alarm system. Unexpectedly, the remote failed at that moment. Suddenly, Anna looked up and found a way to get in. She smashed a window with a hammer and then crawled into the house. Not only did she immediately disable the alarm, but she also opened the front door for her teammates in order to avoid making any noise. They all took off their shoes, then they started searching for the most valuable items in the house. After searching for several hours, they still couldn't find anything valuable. Meanwhile, another teammate went to Mike's room intending to use homemade sleeping gas to knock Mike out. But to his surprise, Mike had somehow already set up. Startled, John held his breath and stood frozen at the side of the bed, not daring to move a muscle. Fortunately, Mike had only gotten up to turn off the TV. Once Mike slowly lay back down again, John dared to place the bottle and loosen the small hole in the cap. After finishing that, he resumed his search for valuables. At this point, Anna pointed to the door lock in front of her. John quickly and skillfully took out a crowbar from his bag, jammed it into the lock and pulled hard, but the lock just wouldn't open. John seemed to sense that something valuable must be hidden behind it. He directly pulled a handgun out of his bag. Jim, who saw this from beside him, became very nervous. Bringing a firearm during a theft would seriously change the nature of the crime. If Mike found out, he could kill them on the spot and wouldn't have to face any legal consequences. But no matter how his teammates tried to stop him, John remained unmoved with a loud gunshot. The lock fell off. Seeing John act so recklessly, Jim decided to leave immediately. But just as John opened the door, the supposedly sleeping Mike suddenly appeared next to him, faced with Mike's scolding. John relied on the gun in his hand and kept loudly threatening Mike to hand over all his money. But John didn't know what this man feared the least was death.